Hey y'all, how's it going? It's 3:36 in the morning here in Phoenix, Arizona. I was supposed to go to work today at UPS for my third job, and we were closed, which is a wonderful surprise. So that means I've got some time to, vlog, get some vlog time in. For those of you who don't know, I'm starting a vlog for my a networking group slash motivational group for any entrepreneurs. But the whole goal for that is to intermingle veterans and civilian entrepreneurs together and get us together to where we can get ideas together and start making our own businesses and making an impact. More information about that on my page, Veteran Wealth Builders, on Facebook, or veteranwealthbuilders.com. But right now I just want to take some time, because I got really all the time in the world today, to share with you some knowledge that I've kind of noticed out of my observations. And one of that is, I think the most important thing today that I'm going to hit on is, life is not about any of the, cute little words of like love, peace, happiness, equality, and all that kind of. It's not about that. No. What life is about is solving your problems. And what I mean by that is, why I say your problems in particular too is because we're not going to be able to solve anyone else's problems but our own. That's just the reality of it. You can't go save the world, and you can't force people to do what's best for them in your eyes, because they're their own person, they're their own brain. So let's stop trying to tell people what they need to do in their lives and all that kind of stuff, and get focused on our own selves and our own problems. Because I'm a firm believer of he who solves the most problems sees the most wealth and success in his own life, or her life, his or her own life. Greatest examples, Bill Gates, right? You don't typically, you think of him as like a billionaire, business owner, philanthropist, but really what he is a expert problem solver. Because what he did is he took a problem that he saw with computers, and he's like, you know what? Computers are going to need software. They're going to need something to help them organize and work and just move like an engine. So he solved a problem. The problem presented itself to him, and then he solved it. And then because he solved it again and again and again and again by saying, first, I'm going to create that business, the software, and then I'm going to make it go onto the computer, and then I'm going to start doing other things. He solved the next problem after the next problem after the next problem, because when you make the software, you got to make sure it works on the computer. You get my drift. Each problem you solve gets you a step further into where you're supposed to be in life. And here's the way I see it. Life to me is a marathon. Whether you're going to die or pass out on like the first mile or the 24th mile is completely up to you and how many problems you solve in your life, because at the end of that marathon is death. That's inevitable. But how far you get on it is completely dependent on you. And so here's an example that I look and see on Facebook all the time. It's the minimum wage thing, where we need to raise the minimum wage, right? I can tell you right now, if your minimum wage job makes you miserable, it's not the wage that's making you miserable, it's the actual job itself that's making you miserable. And right now your problem that I can collect from outside looking in is that you're unsatisfied with where you're at in life. So maybe if you take that, and instead of looking at life as saying it sucks, this is terrible, society sucks, this is, everything's out to get me, maybe you should look at it as, this is my problem, and I need to solve it to get to the next level. Because I can already tell you, minimum wage jobs were not these things put in there by businesses in order to keep you down there, you know, forever. That's not what the businesses were trying to do. McDonald's, for an example, as a minimum wage job, I'm going to throw them out there. They're a franchising business, which means that you can work your way up and eventually own your own McDonald's if you need to be, if you want to be. And the whole purpose of its system is to incentivize, give an incentive to its employees to work, you know, hard, and if they want a career, they can progress within their own company because they don't want to lose them. And, you know, minimum wage is just step one. That's mile one of your marathon in life. And whether you choose to be at McDonald's for the rest of your life, or if you want to go on and progress and do something else, that's completely up to you. But here's the thing: you've got to progress. You can't sit there and put the same equation into your life over and over and over again and expect to get different results. That's called insanity. And you know, that's kind of what I'm putting at right now. Just to wrap it up, because I'm getting at 6 minutes, and I know our attention span is pretty small. And I just wanted to give this little tidbit because I have a little bit of time. So to wrap it up, life is about solving problems. So go out there and be a problem solver. You know, stop looking at life as, you know, everyone's out to get me, this sucks, you know, I'm not set up to succeed, I'm set up for failure. Stop looking at it like that and start looking at it in a way of, okay, here's my problem, now I'm going to solve it. Thank you very much, y'all. Let's go be problem solvers out there today. All right. Have a good one. God bless.